Good morning, my dear students. Let's start our CS class. In the previous class, we have discussed about library functions and user-defined functions. So today we are going to discuss about user-defined functions. So what is a function? For what purpose the function is needed? You all know a function is needed to perform some particular function or some particular task. If we will not use functions, then our program will be lengthy and it is difficult to understand the program. How can we use a function? For example, in mathematics, we are using functions such as f of x equal to 2x square, in which x we can give many values to x like 1, 2, 3 according to our wish. So in this similar style, programming languages also support functions. So in our function, some parts are there. It can have arguments. It can have arguments. Arguments means values that are given by the user. For example, here x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3. These all are arguments. So a function can have arguments. Without arguments also possible, but the function contains arguments. Then can perform certain functionality. That means functions are used to perform some task. For example, addition, subtraction, multiplication. So by using function, we can perform certain functionality. Then can return a result. For example, in this case, f of x equal to 2x square. When we substitute 1, this is in the case of maths. When we substitute 1, what happened? 1 for x, then 2 into 1 square equal to 2. So 2 is the answer. So this is the return value. This 2 is the return value. That means result. So can return a result. So in the previous example, we specified a mathematical function f of x. We can use this function in our programming language by using some syntax. That is DEF. DEF is needed to specify it is a function. In all functions, we are using the keyword DEF, def. Then calc something. It is a name. We can give any name like calculation, addition, subtraction, polynomial. Like we can give any name. Here they are using calc something. Usually the name of the function will be in small letter. So calc something of x. X is the argument. So if we are giving value of x equal to 1, then what happens? We have to perform 2x square. 2x square means either we can write 2 star x or we can write 2 star x double star 2. Double star is the exponent function. That means star is the exponent function. By using this function, we can calculate square, cube, etc. So r equal to 2 star x exponent 2 will give r equal to 2x square. Then return r. R is the answer. For example, if we are giving 1, then what happen? R equal to 2 into 1 square equal to 2. So return r means this 2 is returned to the user. So in this example, def means function definition is starting. Then identifier following def is the identifier is any name given by the user. Here identifier is calc something. So it is the function name. Then variables means inside function there will be variables. Inside parenthesis. Parenthesis means the bracket. Then there is a colon, double dots at the end of def line. Then the statement indented below the function. Indented means there are some space. After the def statement, after colon, next statement will start. And next statement contains some space. This space, like if, while, for, etc. we are using indentation. In this block, we are writing the code necessary to perform some task. Then return statement. So mainly function contains function definition side and function body. So in this example, we can figure this example by using this def is the keyword for the function. Calc something is the identifier, or we are giving any name to the function. Inside there is x, which is argument, and r equal to 2 star x square, and return r is the statements used to calculate the result. So this part is known as body of the function. So after def statement there will be indentation and there will be some statements. These statements are known as body of the function. That means inside the function definition there will be body of the function in which calculations are done. And this is the function. This part is known as function definition. This part is known as function definition. And if we have to work with a function, we have to call that function. So there are mainly two parts in Python. They are function call. Function call means only by using this function call, the function definition will work. So function call will be there and function definition will be there. And in function definition, there are two parts. First is def statement, or it is known as function header, and next is function body. So from here the program starts, not from def. The program starts from a equal to int input, enter a number is inputted, then print calc something of a. This calc something is our function. So this is the function call. We are calling the function. Inside print, without print also we can call. So in this case, inside print we are calling the function. So when we call this function, the control will goes to this section. Then only this section will work. That means function definition will work only when we call the function. Without calling the function, function definition will not work. So from this statement program starts, and here the function call is there. Then when we call the function, the control will goes to function definition. In function definition, what happens? There are function header and function body. In function body, some calculations are takes place and value is returned. So this is the parts of the function. So function contains a user-defined function, contain function call and function definition. In function definition, there is function header and function body. Then next is calling or invoking or using a function. We already specified that when we call a function, then only the function will work. Otherwise function will not work. So function definition will work when we call the function. To call the function, what are needed? That will be discussed in this section in 3.2.1. How can we call a function? So to use a function, function call is needed. To call a function, we have function name. There is a need of function name. Inside parenthesis, the values to be passed as arguments according to our wish. If we want to pass arguments, then that value is passed inside this bracket. For example, calc something of 5. This is a function call. So this is the function name, calc something, and 5 is the argument. So another function call for the same function could be like a equal. If we are giving a equal to 7, what happened? Here 5 is the value passed. If we want to pass 7 as the value, either we can give here 7, or we can assign a equal to 7 and calc something of a. Then the value of argument will become 7. So if you are passing one argument, then in definition also there will be one argument inside bracket. That means inside function header there will be one argument. If you are passing two arguments, then two arguments are needed at function definition. If you are not passing any argument, so no arguments are needed. So this bracket, this parenthesis will depends the number of arguments. So here only one argument is there. So in function definition also only one argument at the def statement or function header. Next is a function to calculate cube. Cube, we all know cube, a star a is cube. So we can denote it as a star star 3. Here they are using x. So this is the function definition portion. To work this function definition, there must be a function call. This function call in the form of cube of inside there is a value. Let's look. The cube of 4, cube of num, cube of my num. So in this case, this is the function called cube of 4. So this 4 is passed here. What happened? Def cube of 4 will be the function definition. The result equal to x exponent of 3 means 4 exponent of 3. So 4 star 4 star 4 return result. This value is returned as the result. So if you are first function call will work, after that function definition will work. Like our name, when I am calling your name, you will stand up, otherwise you will not stand up inside my class. Like that, when we call a function, then only that function will work. So some examples are cube of 4 means 4 is passed. Here num equal to 10 cube of num. So num is passed. We can use the same function to calculate different values. For example, we can write cube of 4, cube of 10, cube of 7, cube of 8 in the same program itself. Then cube of my number means we are inputting a number from the keyboard. If you are inputting 120, 120 cube is performed. If you are inputting 12, 12 cube is performed. Then print cube of 3 means result is printed. Then we can use an expression. Inside an expression means if you want to find 2 star 4 raised to 6, then what happen? We can give 2 star that function. So this is the method to call a function. So we already defined this section, built-in functions, function defined in modules, and user defined function. Next is structure of function. In structure of function, definition of function will be there and function call will be there. So a structure of function contains both function call and function definition. In function definition, what are the components? Function header and function body. Let's look at an example. We can discuss in the next class. Let's look at an example. In this function definition, there is function definition statement. After there will be a colon after this statement, which is known as function header, and all other parts in indented block is known as function body. So this def sum of x comma y is the function header and this part is the function body. This function header here it is denoted. Function header ends with a colon. Function body is the calculation part. So when we are calling here, there is a function definition greet is there inside that function body good morning. So there are two parts for function header. They are function definition, they are function header, function body, and they are specifying indentation also. Indentation is nothing but the space used. So we can discuss the function definition in the next class. Hope you can understand my class. In this class we have discussed about function call. Without function call, function will not work. So first we have to call a function, then only function definition will work. Function call is nothing but function name. Function name is a identifier followed by parameters. So this is the method to call the function. We can use number of function calls in the same program. That means if you want to find 10 numbers cubes, 100, 120, 130, we can use 10 function call in our function. Then there will be function definition also. In function definition, two parts are there. They are function header and function body. So these are all about function call. Let's wind up today's session. Thank you and have a nice day.